Did you know Dostoyevsky was once sentenced to death and only spared at the very last second? Stick around, I'll tell you how it happened halfway through the video. Fyodor Dostoyevsky was a Russian novelist born in 1821 in Moscow. He gained fame in his 40s and became one of the most important literary figures of the 19th century. He published around 15 major works, including some of the most profound psychological novels ever written. He struggled with epilepsy, chronic debt, and deep personal loss, including the deaths of his first wife and his brother. He was married twice and had 4 children, though only 2 survived into adulthood. Despite these hardships, his experiences shaped the deep philosophical and emotional depth of his writing. Here are 5 of Dostoyevsky's most powerful ideas and quotes. Man is a mystery, it needs to be unraveled. If God does not exist, everything is permitted. The greatest happiness is to know the source of unhappiness. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. The soul is healed by being with children. Now let's look at 5 of his most important works. Crime and Punishment, published in 1866, is a deep dive into guilt, morality, and redemption. The Brothers Karamazov, released in 1880, is considered his masterpiece. It explores faith, doubt, and free will. The Idiot, published in 1869, is a tragic tale about a man too good for this world. Demons, also known as The Devils or The Possessed, from 1872, is a political and philosophical novel. Notes from Underground, published in 1864, is a pioneering work of existentialism. Now for that intense story I mentioned earlier. In 1849, Dostoyevsky was arrested for being part of a literary group critical of the Russian government. He was sentenced to death by firing squad. On the day of the execution, with soldiers already lined up and the rifles raised, a messenger arrived with a royal pardon. His sentence was commuted to hard labor in Siberia. This moment changed him forever and profoundly shaped his later work. Dostoyevsky was born on November 11, 1821. And died on February 9, 1881 in St. Petersburg, Russia. His contribution to literature was monumental. Dostoyevsky explored the darkest corners of the human psyche: guilt, faith, nihilism, free will, and redemption, often through deeply flawed characters facing impossible moral choices. His work laid the groundwork for existentialism and modern psychological fiction. Dostoyevsky's legacy reaches far beyond Russia. His books have influenced countless writers, philosophers, and thinkers, including Nietzsche, Freud, Camus, Kafka, and even modern filmmakers. His characters and themes still speak to us today, asking the deepest questions about life, suffering, and what it means to be human. Which of Dostoyevsky's ideas struck you the most? Drop it in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. We might not see each other again. See you next time.